Ladies and gentlemen, the time is 5:47, and this is Dante Payne with your Chicagoland Sports Update. Tonight we have the Chicago Bulls taking on the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. Anthony Davis, who's of course been in the news due to trade deadlines because he wanted to be traded, and the last day of the trade deadline is tomorrow at 3 Eastern Pacific. He will be setting out tonight's game ahead of the trade deadline. Blackhawks have been on a 5-game win streak and are just 4 points away from clinching that final wild card spot. Big ups to the Blackhawks on that. And this is Dante Payne with your Chicagoland Sports Radio Update. It's not just sports, it's a way of life. Stay tuned for Dragon Sports Live, as we have a new show for you. But until then, we're going to kick it off with some music.
Gotta stay focused, cause man, I'm on a mission. Mission show the Lord, beat the devil to submission. Hope the whole world listen to your heart and pay attention. Salvation gained by faith, not by religion. Word as prescription, Holy Spirit as conviction. And I am just a messenger, playing my position. There's no competition when you're trying to control destiny. No weapon formed against me prosper, yeah, that's my recipe. Evil out here testing me, but the Lord blessing me. My lifestyle changed, homie, this is my confession. See, heading the right direction, G. Pointing to the sky, thanking God every day, cause the Spirit is alive. Look, this song right here for my generation. Different situations that we often facing. Back against the wall, fighting temptations. Saying that we try, but we really so complacent. Time to stay focused on my grind. Gotta keep the Lord up on my mind. You believe that, you believe that. And if you love them, lift them high. Throw them hands up in the sky. You believe that, you believe that. Wait, I had to pause for a minute to let you know the boy be all about his business. Dudes say I'm tripping, they talk about me hating, but I got 2 words, let me yell it for you cats. Stop playing. Man, the boy is a beast. I live a life for God, but used to be the streets. I praise and repeat, a scholar of the heavens. I swear there's been a fight since I was about 11. I go see the reverend, he helped me out some, but God is the only one, you know he awesome. And all I know is winning, don't know another deal, so losing is not an option like a Laker Hayfield. Yeah, and I will not fall. I'm calling for the call, yeah, I ball, man. I got swag, I get it from God, and he told me to be the new school Paul. Yeah. Time to stay focused on my grind. Gotta keep the Lord up on my mind. You believe that, you believe that. And if you love them, lift them high. Throw them hands up in the sky. You believe that, you believe that. Hey. And I'ma groove to the beat. I represent G-O-D, you know me, G-E. Tell all demons they can fall back. Get a boy real nice, I don't know that.
Hey, I feel the beat, so I'ma vibe too. I know the angels and the saints down the ride too. It's no fear, cause the Lord on my side, dude. You can have it too, cause the Spirit lives inside you.
Used to not believe till I saw true glory. Made history my middle name, riches right before it. God is the promise, yeah, the boy honest. I'm flying with the Lord, tell that pilot get behind us.
and we can cruise at different altitudes. I got kingdom riches, homie, no fake jewels. Undisputed heavyweight champ, I can't lose. God with you, keep believing, know it's time to make moves.
Stay focused on my grind. Gotta keep the Lord up on my mind. You believe that, you believe that. And if you love them, lift them high. Throw them hands up in the sky. You believe that, you believe that, yeah.
Put your makeup on, you look better with it. That's sarcastic, cause it's dastardly to think you isn't. One of a kind run through my mind like these rhymes do. And I ain't trying to have you slip away like the time do. We ain't talking Rubik's Cube, I ain't trying to fix you. Toys that come with batteries, and women come with issues. One day you'll be mad at me, and then be like I miss you. Tell me how I'm supposed to keep up, when we can't even keep up. And all you wanna do is drugs, party to some rap songs. And I'm just trying to kick it like three ninjas and they grandpa. And if she don't get what she wanted, she gon' throw a tantrum. And I'ma turn the other cheek and turn this to my anthem. Your love is all I need. 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 But can you tell me what the deal is? And can you tell me if it's real? I wanna know how you feel, baby. I keep waking up about my sleep, constantly thinking about you and me. I just wanna be more. Your love is all I need. 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 Your love is all I need.
The numbers. We started like oh, we win it. Can't believe that we did it. Now we got the keys to the city. We got the keys to the bank like a million. We win it. We rolling out of control. We gon' check the numbers. We started like oh, we win it. They can't believe that we did it. Now we got the keys to the city. My team, we ball out control. 200 minutes to go. Come right here, play while I play. You might just get burned like coal. 35 G for a brick. Set that whole thing up in nicks. Just 72,000 the numbers. My niggas just living hood rich. Niggas been fed at your homie. Anytime they see you winning, but really they plotting upon you. That's they go from the beginning. The streets just turned me to a hustler. Pockets that just be so muscular. I see that your she on me. All my life I just might. Where I come from ain't no cuffing. Get your lifestyle from bluffing. 669th Street we stay busting. Ambulance boy they coming. Every day I'm in the jungle, but I taught myself how to be humble. I don't trust niggas that mumble. Them type of niggas that take you right under. All of my niggas gorillas. I just don't fuck with new niggas, cause most of you niggas is snitches. We winning, we winning, we winning. We ballin' out of control. You can go check the numbers. Chris out of low. We winning, we winning, we winning. They can't believe that we did it. Now we got the keys to the city. They keep it in there, take a minute. We winning, we winning, we winning. We ballin' out of control. We go check the numbers. Chris out of low. We winning, we winning, we winning. They can't believe that we did it. Now we got the keys to the city. But we finna go check on it. Plus I get straight to that money. You see me chasing my raps. I'm flexing my real new star. No, I don't know nothing about that. Who all I smoke is that pack. Eagle Warren got my back. We the ice in the city. I'm a young nigga strap. Side rock, we on the map. It's going down like the purge. Loud pack saying winning. I just copped the quarter bird. I'm in the club with the rollie on me. I'm rolling on me, I got 40 on me. Just look at you, I know they on me. Snitches looking, wanna tell it on me. Niggas tweaking, but I mean still. Getting money, I don't need a deal. Flash stay 100, keep it real. Got them bands, nigga trying to see a meal. Taking over like LeBron James. Move around, you clear the lane. Didn't make it rain. Real nigga off with legs. Told y'all niggas we winning. Told y'all niggas we winning. We ballin' out of control. Look at my squad, we winning. Told y'all niggas we winning. Told y'all niggas we winning. We ballin' out of control. Look at my squad, we winning. We winning, we winning, we winning.
Lights, camera, action. Hey there, I'm Dante Payne. I am the founder and CEO of Dragon Jump Productions. Dragon Jump Productions specializes in media production based in Chicago. We offer services in graphic design, photography, as well as videography. We also work with models as well. So if you got an idea for a photo shoot or you need to be branded, let us help you make your brand. Dragon Jump Productions will claw their way into stardom by making you look great. So if you want to book that next photo shoot with Dragon Jump Productions, reach out to dragonjumppro@gmail.com or call 773-892-4514. Again, that's dragonjumppro@gmail.com or call 773-892-4514. Let us take you and make you great. Book now with Dragon Jump Productions.
Chicagoland Sports Radio is your home for all the latest Chicago sports news. CSR is not only the home to the most entertaining and informative shows in Chicago, but covers all of the top college and high school games as well. Big guests and bigger personalities. This is your home for the greatest debates in sports, broadcasting live from State Street in the South Loop. For all of the news, analysts, and interviews to keep you informed, log on to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com to listen live. Chicagoland Sports Radio. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Inside the 10, into the end zone, fly ball well hit left. Soto going back, still going to the wall. Back he's out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host this evening, and we got an exciting show for you going on tonight where we're going to break down this NBA trade deadline, which is tomorrow at 3 Eastern Pacific, as well as we're going to give you a recap of the NFL, what's going on, as well as your score breakdown. That's what's going on. It's going down with Dragon Sports Live. And if y'all don't know me, like I said before, I'm Dante Payne. I'm the founder and CEO of Dragon Jump Productions, which is my own company. And I'm the one who also birthed up this Dragon Sports Live. Yes, y'all see, I have a thing with dragons. But it's okay. Everybody has their love for something. I love the oriented Chinese, Japanese, white tigers. So I love it all. But like I said, welcome to the show. It's a healthy, good show for you. But before we get right into the action of these trade deadlines and NFL recaps, Super Bowl recaps, I got a little bit of Derek Bryan called Get Loose here on Dragon Sports Live. So tune in to Get Loose right here on the Chicagoland Sports Radio.com station, Dragon Sports Live, baby.
Let's get it. I'm just trying to get paid. I'm just trying to get laid. I'm just trying to get racks. I'm just trying to get fat, get back, get slapped with a dime piece. Get stoned in peace, walk right through, no fees. All the bouncers know me, all the bad bras get down, both knees. Trophies, top shelf, every fifth empty. Hennessy, Douce, Bombay, but I'm finna rum. It don't matter what the price is, got a green song. Put it on the tap, run it up the tab. Nah, not meats, but I'm blowing money fast. I get it back, cause I'm chasing the bag. Don't be mad, I gotta get it back. I had to get it back. At ease. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. I'm just trying to get laid. I'm just trying to touch that. Yeah. I'm just trying to fall back. I'm gone. Had a sight till it's time to come back. Shorty on my sack. I ain't never leave the state. Ma gotta hold it, it's me, A1. I ain't talking about stay, get loose. Yeah, go ahead, get loose. We ain't even hit the goose, shorty gone off the roof. Got a vibe that I like, trying to slap for the night. Only for the night, I'ma make you a wife. You ain't about that life, you ain't about that life. Wavy hit a brother, but I move so tripe. Mommy looking so ripe, got a vibe that I like, yeah. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get paid. Get loose. I'm just trying to get laid. Get loose. Get loose! Get loose! Get loose! Get loose! Get loose! Get loose!
And welcome back to Dragon Sports Live here on the Chicagoland Sports Radio.com. That was Derek Bryan with the song called Get Loose. And I got more songs for you coming up along the way. I also got TC Boyd, the artist, coming up as well. I want y'all to check him out. This cat can sing. Me and this cat used to go to school together, and I know this cat can blow. So we got him coming up later down in the show. But the NFL has so many different changes that happened over the past couple weeks as far as coaches. So we had coaches that was hired and coaches that was fired. So let's go down the list of the coaches that, just recently got hired. So we had Matt LaFleur, Green Bay Packers. He's the former Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator. And now he's with the Packers as a head coach. Then we got Cliff Kingsbury, who's now with the Arizona Cardinals. He's a former Texas Tech head coach. And he had played great players such as Menzel, McHolmes, those good names that people know and hear throughout the day. Then we got Bruce Arians. He was hired by Tampa Bay after they let go of their coach. And Freddie Kitchens for the Cleveland Browns, who was the Browns' next head coach. And then also, Chicago's very own Vic Fangio is now the Denver Broncos head coach. And then Adam Gase was the former head coach of the Jets, but immediately now he's the new head coach of the Dolphins. Now he's new head coach of the Jets. So those are coaches that, just recently got hired as far as head coaches. But then you had Todd Bowles, he left. Van Joseph, Dick Coether, Marvin Lewis, and Mike McCarthy, Steve Wilson, Hugh Jackson. All those coaches are left. Like they're looking for jobs. Some of them may find jobs, some of them may not. But those are coaches that was let go over this past before the season ended, before the Super Bowl and all that. And I'll get to the Super Bowl input more about that in a second. We also got new assistant coaches as well. We got the Falcons. So like I said, some of these teams got jobs instantly because Dirk Key, he is now the assistant coach of the Atlanta Falcons. And then we get Brian Leftwich, I'm sorry. So yeah, it's like the coaching carousel or revolving door is still continuing to move. And Bears got Chuck Panero, who's actually, a defensive phenom coach. He was a defensive coordinator. He was also a defensive back coach. He was a linebackers coach. So he's another defensive-minded coach to take over that defense for Vic Fangio. And I think that was a very good candidate to take over that position as Vic becomes Denver Broncos head coach. So that was most definitely a good move by them. And I seen the defense flourish under his regimen. So let's see what he can do with this talented Bears defensive team that we have, But more importantly, though, a lot of people say that they didn't like the Super Bowl. They didn't really enjoy it. And the views for the Super Bowl was down this year. It was the lowest it's been in decades. It's just because, and I thought it was a great game. Thought it was the best game ever because it was more defense. It was a defensive mind game throughout the whole entire thing until like the fourth quarter, or I should say coming out of halftime. Yeah, until the fourth quarter. Because going into halftime, it was 3-0. and it was like nobody could score. Nobody. Tom Brady throwing a pick off in the first first drive of the game. So it was, in my opinion, I thought it was a great game. Most people didn't. So it's like, when you think about it, because a lot of people didn't get the highest scoring game that, you know, that is expected to, since we had two powerhouse teams. No, these teams was putting their hearts on the line. So they was playing, trying to be that, who gonna be that man? Who gonna win that chip? So that's why I was like, yeah, a lot of people, like, I can agree with people, but then again, I can't, because like I said, the first quarter, nobody scored at all. It was the second quarter is when New England got on the board with 3. And then coming out of halftime, the Rams got on the board with 3. The most of the points came for New England in the fourth quarter when they scored 10. Another thing is, so they had this stat, like, if you look at the last few years that Brady's been in the Super Bowl, his Super Bowl stats were, he only lost the games by 8, like won them by 8 or fewer. Is either won or lost by 8 or fewer points. And this past Sunday, he added 2 more points to that, because they beat the Los Angeles Rams 10-13, 13-10, 13-3. Wow, 10-point deficit. But here's a breakdown of that game. So, wow, the Rams could not get their running game going. Grully couldn't even get, like, he couldn't get break off for like 20 yards or so on the rushing tip. And it was just like, Brady couldn't get going at first, but if you look at the yardage, Brady passed for 262 yards without a throwing touchdown and 1 interception, when Jared Goff on the Rams side had 229 yards, and both had an interception that game. But rushing, as I said before, Todd Gurley only had 10 carries for 35 yards, 3.5 yards a carry, and CJ Anderson had 7 carries for 22 yards, and Robert Woods had 1 carry for 5 yards. They couldn't get anything going far as them. They had Gurley shut down through the whole entire game. They also, like, the defense woke up. The defense for the Patriots woke up. Like, you was putting pressure on the quarterback. You was getting sacks on the quarterback. And you was making them have to dump the ball off quick, fast, in a hurry. Like I said, it was a very good game for me. I thought it was a very good game. And then it wasn't. So anytime you got like 5 minutes on the clock in the fourth quarter, Tom Brady's going to take his time, and Belichick is going to call the plays where they take their time, get the first down, keep the clock moving. If it wasn't for Gronk, so a lot of people was expecting Gronk to retire, or, wondering if he going to retire or not, got to get him in a problem. Gronkowski is a tight end that comes clutch in big moments, especially for Tom Brady. If y'all think about it, if you watch the Super Bowl, because I watched it while I was at work. If you watch the Super Bowl, you will see that Gronk came down the sideline, caught that ball, took him to the 1, and then Sonny Michel ran the ball in for the touchdown, which put them up 13-3. That happened all in the fourth quarter. On top of that, you had Edelman going crazy on the receiving tip. So, receiving, you had Edelman with 10 receptions for 141 yards. Gronk, 6 receptions for 87 yards. And then Burkhead, 2 receptions for 15 yards. And Cardariel Patterson, 2 with 14 yards. They didn't let White get out the backfield get going. He did have 1 reception for 5 yards, but that was it. Chris Hogan didn't get going, nor did Sonny Michel get going. Well, he got going on the run game, but he didn't get going in the pass game. So it was really just Edelman, Gronk, Burkhead, and Patterson. Them the ones who killed. And we did have a pick, interception on defense. Stephen Gilmore with that, tipped it up, caught it. He was watching that that ball that would have actually tied the game up. He was watching that ball for like the whole entire time and was like, nope, let me get that. But then if you go to the Rams side, guys, like I said, Gurley only had 35 yards. Anderson had 22. But Brandon Cooks had 120 yards on 8 receptions. Woods had 70 on 5 receptions. And then Reynolds had 28 on 3 receptions. CJ Anderson had 12 yards on 2 receptions. Couldn't really get nothing going for him. And it was like, literally the ball pretty much stay put. Like, I think 5 or 6 plays that I watched, it was literally punting the ball back and forth. Or we get an interception, we get a stop, you guys get a stop. Like I said, in my opinion, great game. Best game that I've seen far as defense. You know, they was actually playing hard. But what could you say? New England Patriots is now the Super Bowl champions, and they also won. They're tied for 6 for most Super Bowls in franchise history, along with Pittsburgh with 6. So that's big ups for them. But, you know, a lot of people hate it because they hate the fact that the Patriots is in the Super Bowl again. And they didn't want to see that. But he's actually a great player. Even though he don't want to be considered the GOAT, the greatest player all the time. He don't want to be called that. He just want to play football. He just want to ball out. As we always say when we playing ball, when we doing something that we're good at. So yeah. And also it proves that Tom Brady's against younger quarterbacks. He's now 28-1 against younger quarterbacks younger than him. So yeah, let's get it. And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Dragon Sports Live here on the Chicagoland Sports Radio. But with further ado, gonna give you some more Darryl Bryant with Level Up, and then we're gonna give you a couple commercials. So check it out. Here's Leveled Up on Chicagoland Sports Radio, Dragon Sports Live, baby.
Keep that change, you filthy animal.
So, man, you know what it is.
Perfect.
My boy Nate Crew, Derek B. Let's go. Perfect. I get straight to business. Yeah. In and out the mistress. Hit the neck and they gon' miss it. Yeah. Get straight finesse it. Got a broad up in Lincoln Park. What? down south to the Ville. Okay, yeah, I just keep the trip. Yeah, tell me how you really feel. Just check it off the list. Nike, bad red bone, wifey. Catch me at the crib, low key with a couple dozen brews on me and a tray 5 a day. KD, pool tape ready shoot. Done something I don't do. I don't never front a move. I ain't trying to make you news. I'm just trying to stay low, get dope, walk big flows, do shows, go home. I've been making moves though. I've been moving on the low. Stack of paper, getting dope. You can act like you ain't know. In and out my lane. Young bachelor, Bruce Wayne. I just do my damn thing. I just do my damn thing. Give a fuck about the game. Same thing, it never change.
Cherry ass swag from around the way. She a dime, shorty wanna fly, soaring. She just hit the wood. Now she feeling good, yeah, and she so damn fine. Never had no time, oh no. I'm just trying to turn up on the weekend. She don't got no time, just an hour for the free. Out the country with her friends, do this all the time. Well, trips out to Dubai, but never spends a dime. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Blackberry ass swag on the new way. She a dime, shorty wanna fly, so she just hit the wood. Now she feeling good, yeah, and she so damn fine. Never had no time, oh no. I'm just trying to turn up on a weekday. She don't got no time, just an hour for the free. Out the country with her friends, do this all the time. Oh, trips out to Dubai, never spends a dime, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Hey, 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 hey. I'm just trying to live it up. I'm just trying to live it up. Just to be feeling good. She don't really give a fuck. She don't really give a fuck. Long as she living good, I'm just trying to live it up. I'm just trying to live it up. Just to be feeling good. She don't really give a fuck. She don't really give a fuck. Long as she living good, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Pretty like cherry ass swag from around the way. She a dime, shorty wanna fly, soaring. She just hit the wood. Now she feeling good, yeah, and she so damn fine. Never had no time, oh no, oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Hey, so.
Now, this next song that's coming up here on Dragon Sports Live, it's by an artist not only known as TC Boyd, the artist. If you want to check his music out, he is on Spotify, TC Boyd, the artist. And you can also find him on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter by TC Boyd, the artist. Check this song out. This song is called Beginning to End here on Dragon Sports Live. It's a lovely song. I listened to it, and now I'm going to let you guys hear it. He speaks from the heart. He speaks from the soul. He preach to you. So, like I said, check out TC Boyd here on Dragon Sports Live. And not only that, I love to support my local Black artists. And first off and foremost, happy Black History Month for everybody who worked to get what we get to where we are today. All those people put in our hard work, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Gandhi, Rosa Parks, you know, just to name a few. It's like Malcolm X. Appreciate those people for all the things that you guys have done to pave the way for us. So let's enjoy this Black History Month. And here is TC Boyd, the artist, with Beginning to End on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. This is Dragon Sports Live.
Lord, you know that I need ya. Clean me off like the cleaners. Do the devil like Ike did. Yeah, like Ike did the Tina. Y'all don't know what I mean, So Star Trek about to beam up. You too slow, get your speed up. Can't keep up, get your team up. Yeah, we tough like some Crisco. Eat the beat like Nabisco. I'ma tell you the info. You don't know what you in for. This a fight for your soul, though. And this ain't about dough, no. Get your mind right, man, let's go. Get ready to roll. Say, I'm done with living for the moment. If you don't get it, you didn't want it. The present is yours for the moment. Future is ours, and we own it. We on the rise. Why you hating? Heaven is ours for the taking. Join on our team. Why you waiting? No politicking, no debating. Hey, if you wanna win, then you gonna win. Hey, practice is started, so let us begin. Hey, I'll be your coach, now let's get it in. Hey, we running this game from beginning to end. We running this game from beginning to end. We running this game from beginning to end. We on fire, flame on. Like a lion, we way strong. Get my luau dang on. I'm about to score in your lane, Holmes. Move up out of the way, yo. Like a turtle, you way slow. Knock you into the Congo. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Wrestle in this Royal Rumble. Hope you ready for a tumble. Catch the ball and do not fumble. Gotta fight with all your might, like you fighting for your life, Road is rough, so hold tight, If you ready to roll, say, I'm done with living for the moment. If you don't get it, you didn't want it. The present is yours for the moment. Future is ours, and we own it. We on the rise. Why you hating? Heaven is ours for the taking. Join on our team. Why you waiting? No politicking, no debating. Hey, if you wanna win, then you gonna win. Hey, practice is started, so let us begin. Hey, I'll be your coach, now let's get it in. Hey, we running this game from beginning to end. We running this game from beginning to end. We running this game from beginning to end. We on fire. We on fire. We on fire. We on fire.
Running, training should feel like Cloud9. When you squat, you fly. When you run, you're Flash. When you play basketball, you're Jordan. When you clean with purpose. When you walk, you strut.
So don't just sit there or lay around. Just do it with the Nike Air Versatile. Basketball, running, and training, even walking, never felt so good. So grab you a pair at any local Nike store or online at www.nike.com. So grab your Nike Air Versatile and live your life the Nike way. Just do it. You won't regret it. These shoes are running out fast, so head over to your nearest Nike outlet and pick up your pair today. So pick up your pair of Nike Air Versatiles today. You won't be disappointed.
What are you doing? Don't eat that sandwich during the game.
Why not?
That sandwich is cursing unsportsmanlike. It will cause the Sox to lose.
What do you mean?
Sandwiches is not a sports food to eat.
Huh? Then what should I eat?
Get yourself some boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. You have the choice from sweet to blazing sauce. When you eat Buffalo Wild Wings, you can make any team you support win.
Really now?
Try these spicy wings from Buffalo Wild Wings and watch the Sox win. Now watch and be amazed of what happens.
Uribe charges throws. Out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
Those are really tasty. And the Sox really did win.
Yep. See? Told you. Best way to do it is with Buffalo Wild Wings. Can't go wrong with wings. The best sports food in the world. Stop at your local store or go into your local Buffalo Wild Wings. Grab your boneless wings today. Anytime, anywhere, any place. Get the Buffalo Wild Wings and be amazed at what happens.
Chicagoland Sports Radio is your home for all of the latest Chicago sports news. CSR is not only the home to the most entertaining and informative shows in Chicago, but covers all of the top college and high school games as well. Big guests and bigger personalities. This is your home for the greatest debates in sports. Broadcasting live from State Street in the South Loop. For all of the news, analysts, and interviews to keep you informed, log on to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com to listen live. Chicagoland Sports Radio is not just sports, it's a way of life.
You tune in to the hottest show for music and sports talk. This is
Welcome back, everybody, to Dragon Sports Live. Now, if you just missed it, I was talking about this NFL Super Bowl and how a lot of people thought that it was not a good game to watch. But, you know, like I said before, I thought it was. But let's take a look, change. Let's go around to the other side. What's currently going on right now, which is the NBA. Trade deadline is literally less than a day away now. Tomorrow is the trade deadline, and so far we had a lot of big trades that happened. Some that benefits the teams, and some of them just was like out of shock and out of surprise. And I'm gonna break down those trades. Tell you who got where, and where they go and where they at. So let's start with, the most surprising trade that a lot of people didn't think about or didn't think would happen. Kristaps Porzingis. He requested a trade from the Knicks because he felt like the Knicks wasn't doing their part, what they had to do. He felt like he just wasn't worth it. But the crazy part is you requested a trade and you have yet to play a game this season. You're still recuperating from the torn ACL that you suffered last season. But he did get his trade granted. But on top of that, it helped out Dallas because Dallas wanted to trade Dennis Smith Jr., who, because they got Luka Doncic, they was like competing with each other. He wanted him basically to shine. But so here's what Dallas did. They traded Dennis Smith Jr. for DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, and 2 first-round picks to the Knicks for Porzingis, Courtney Lee, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Trey Burke. And that benefit, I think both teams actually benefit from that. Even though Porzingis is not playing yet, he hasn't played a game yet. Dennis Smith Jr. certainly played a game and looked good. Him, DeAndre Jordan, and Wesley Matthews in their debut with the Knicks. Speaking of that, so that's the trade deadline buzz is starting off like that. It's starting to kick up. It's starting to take away. Which my vote is gonna be interesting. But on the Dennis Smith Jr. trade, right? had a ball the other day. So even though they lost to the Memphis Grizzlies 96-84, that didn't stop him. Dennis Smith, that was his first game with them, right? That was Sunday. The next day, he put up 17. He put up more points. He put up more boards. And he also threw a oop to DeAndre Jordan in that game. So it's like, I think the Knicks kind of benefit from this trade. Personally, myself, I think they benefit from the trade, and everybody's happy. I should say to Zay. And then yesterday, New York had played Detroit yesterday, where we had Dennis Smith Jr. again. He poured in 25 points. Jordan gave you 8. Wesley Matthews gave you 9. And you added more depth. It gave you another scoring guard, too. He's in the starting lineup. So you got your starting lineup is currently Smith, Matthews, Jordan, Vonleh, and Knox. That's currently your starting lineup for... Yeah, it's currently your starting lineup for them right now. But then we also had... Dallas didn't play yesterday. They played today. So that was that trade. And personally, a lot of these teams is just stockpiling their drafts because the draft is around the corner. A lot of people trying to hop on that Zion Williams train, trying to get that man, trying to get the man who's built like a train, but he's agile and feeble. So a lot of people are trying to hop on that train. Continue on down with the trade talks. Cavaliers traded guard Rodney Hood to Portland for guards Nick Stauskas and Wade Ball and a 2021 and 23rd second round pick. They added more depth. I can't get my words out. Portland added more depth to that. To Lillard and McCullough giving rested to them with CJ McCollum, who's a great catch and shoot shooter. He can shoot the 3-point very well. And they lost their game to the Heat the other day, 118-108 in that game. As trade deadline, you never know who or where you're going to go sometimes. Sometimes it can be a trade that you don't even expect to happen. Nobody asked for it. Nobody requested. So you don't know what would happen. And, keep going down and lose. And this started, all these trades really started essentially January 22nd when it started getting closer to the deadline. Then you had people coming out in the news about it. And so for instance, the Bulls waived Carmelo Anthony. We knew that was going to happen. And traded a 2020 second round pick for Timothy Cabarrett and cash. And he's going to make his debut tonight in just a few minutes against the Pelicans, who's, again, without Anthony Davis. Bulls, that pick is good because it gives you another wingman who can play the guard and he can play defense pretty well. But the Bulls not really making no moves as far as this trade deadline. That was the only move that they made, and it was just so they can get cash. I feel like either they're going to try to get that number 1 draft pick or they're going to try to go after people in free agency because, this free agency is going to be opening up. That's some. And then the trade I thought was surprising was it kind of threw me off a little bit was the Clippers traded Tobias Harris, Bojan Marjanovic, Mike Scott for Winston Chandler, Landry Samick, Mike Muscola, and a 21st round pick and a 21st unprotected first round via Miami and 2 second rounders. They just made the 76ers a stacked team. So now you have Butler, Simmons, Embiid, Redick. Like, you have Harris, who's another big man who can shoot the three. And by they trade away, it's like another little quick fact is Tobias Harris and Boban both been traded together quite a few times where they was traded together as a package. But this is the crazy part. Harris scored 34 points last night and hit the game winner to seal the deal. And then you turn around, you trade him. Not quite sure if he requested that trade or he wanted that trade, but he was already traded from the Pistons to the Clippers, and then you trade him again. And I feel like, as I was stating with one of my homeboys earlier, Tobias Harris, I feel like he's one of the most improved players this year. Like, he led the way with 34 points, and then you had Patrick Beverly, Montreal Howard with 16, and Lou Williams with 31. It was his show. Let him shine. But then y'all trade him. So it's like Sixers got better. Not sure what the plan for. I think Clippers beginning to start the rebuilding process, trying to go younger, or they just trying to beat out certain teams for the draft pick. Like I said, tank season is intimate. It's here, but it's not about tank season. You know, it's about let's get these wins up. Let's keep our jobs. Let's put this work in. Like, we didn't work hard for nothing. Let's keep working. That's that. And then Pistons traded Stanley Johnson to the Bucks for Thon Maker. Thon Maker actually requested a trade, wanted out because he felt like he wasn't getting used to his full potential. And then Lakers also traded C. Malachi and a second round pick to the Pistons for Reggie Bullock. Since you're down a man right now, Ball is still out. He's injured with that high ankle sprain. And then you got Rondo and Stevenson. You still need more help in that position. So Reggie Bullock may fit well with the Lakers. Depends. Do he like the pass or do he like the punt? You got too many people who own the Lakers who likes the ball too much. They wants the ball. They want to have it in their hands. They want to be the controls person, the tempo player, the setup, instead of the point guard being the setup man. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this trade just came through my feed. So Bulls did make another trade. They just got Otto Porter Jr. and they traded away Jabari Parker. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Like I said, you never know what happens on trade deadline, the night of, the eve of, days of. Trade deadline ends at tomorrow at 3 Eastern Pacific. So that means it'll be 2 o'clock our time. So you never know what is going to happen with these trades. Like I said, that just came across my feed that they traded Porter. That was the first, actual move that I've seen them make, even though I feel like Parker was actually a good fit with the Bulls. He can dribble, he can pass, he can move the ball around, he can wait. On top of that, not only did they get rid of Jabari Parker, y'all also got rid of Bobby Portis, who's been putting up buckets the last couple. Wow. So Wizards get Bobby Portis and Jabari Parker, who's averaging 12.6 points a game, 5.6 rebounds per game this season. I guess because Porter's younger, but you traded two decent players for one, and that was a surprising move. Wow. So if you're tuning in, look, quick update. Bulls and Pelicans have started, and that score is 0-0 in the first quarter. I don't even know what to say about that trade. I'm gonna continue on though. We also had the Heat. They traded Tyler Johnson to the Suns for Wayne Ellington, and it's like a lot of these teams trying to stack up, trying to get ready for playoffs. Don't know what will happen to Davis. Don't know if he'll be traded today or the Lakers going to fall through with that trade tomorrow. So many offers from the Lakers to the Pelicans right now, trying so hard to get him, but nothing of as of yet. Offers still, counter offers being sent out, being shelved left and right. So we don't know what's going on or what will happen in that meantime. But here's a scoring breakdown of other games from yesterday's matchup. So we had the Boston Celtics, who defeated the Cavaliers 103-96. Jason Tatum is leading that way with 25 points in that game. And we had Colin Sexton with 27 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, this is a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers lost by 42 the other night to the Indiana Pacers, who's without Victor right now because he's recuperating, healing up from that knee injury that he suffered a few weeks back. But you had LeBron James with 18 as your leading scorer, then Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Lance Stevenson with 13, JaVale McGee with 16. And that was it. Then you go to the other side, you go to Indiana. This was the worst loss of LeBron's career. I should say the biggest loss in LeBron's career since he was playing, the biggest loss. But you had Bro John with 24 points, Thaddeus Young with 12, Miles Turner with 22, Corey Joseph with 13, Aaron Holiday, Justice Holiday little brother, and Drew Holiday's little brother, with 17, as well as Edmond Sumner with 17, Domantas Sabonis with 17. Like, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in double figures. No wonder the Lakers lost and gave LeBron his biggest loss of his career. Whew. That's all you can say to that. Toronto Raptors beat the Philadelphia 76ers 119-107 with Kawhi Leonard with 24 points leading the way for the Raptors and Joel Embiid with 37 for the 76ers. Minnesota T-Wolves and Memphis Grizzlies faced off yesterday, and that game was a very close game. It was 106-108 with the Grizzlies barely taking that one. We had Karl Anthony Towns with 26 points leading that way for Minnesota, with Memphis, Jaren Jackson with 23 and Mike Conley with 25. Now, both Gasol and Conley have been in trade talks, but nothing of yet has happened for those two. And I think most likely they're probably going to trade Gasol, but don't know. We have the Denver Nuggets versus Brooklyn Nets right now. That is 16-5 with Denver up right now in the first quarter. And like I said, the trade deadline, you never know what's going to happen, what would happen during trade deadline. You just got to sit. You got to chill. You got to relax. Man. And it's like the best way to do it. You got to watch the game. You got to become the game. But the only thing I can say is let faith guide you. Maybe it's not meant for you to be on that team. But it's a thing about these Chicago Bulls players. It's like whenever they trade, no matter what team it is, what if it's hockey, baseball, sometimes in football, or whatever, it's like whenever you trade a player away from that team, they come better. For example, the Pelicans got Mirotic. Mirotic has been more consistent. He's shooting more. And he's been balling out since he's been with the Pelicans. And he's getting a lot more time since you're down Anthony Davis is resting tonight. But you also have Jamal Crawford, who's been in the league a while. Look at him. He's doing great things. He's been 6th man of the year multiple times. Derrick Rose, even though a lot of people say, like, when you come to Chicago playing for Minnesota and you come to Chicago and you hear the Chicago fans chanting MVP for Rose, because he has improved his game. Like, he's looking like the MVP Rose. He may not be dunking or flying up, but he's still doing his thing. He still give you like 16 points a game. He's doing what he do best. He's balling. That's what he do. So it's like a lot of these players become better when they come to the Bulls and go to a different team. Some teams benefit. It'd be the other way. They come and get better with the Bulls. But the Bulls, that front office, I think it's about time for change. Like, it's legit time for you guys to pack up your bags, go elsewhere, because I feel like you guys have been in constant rebuild mode at night. When it's like now y'all got pieces, y'all got good big men, y'all got shooters, y'all got people who can actually ball. Utilize them. Stop trading them away. Stop giving. Like, are we trying to clear cap space? Are we gonna go after somebody big in free agency? Like, are we gonna try to be back the team that we once was? That's all I'm saying is, like, don't think about it. Be about it. But it's time for you guys to let go of that front office. It's time for it's time for a change. It's time for new. Like, granted, they've been in that front office for years, but it's definitely time for a change. And many people can agree with me when I say that it's time for a change. Because I can, like, agree. It's definitely time for a change. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm going to let you go with Isaiah Sharkey. No. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to let you to go with Isaiah Sharkey. Pop Them Toes, as well as Independent. And on that note, I'm Dante Payne, and I'm signing off. I'll see you next week at 6 p.m. next Wednesday for another edition of Dragon Sports Live. So with that being said, I'm signing off. Until next week, guys. But if you want to listen in, if you want to recast this show, you want to leave a comment, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Dragon Jump Pro. And I'll follow you back. And drop your comments there, as well as Dante Payne 24 on Facebook. But with further ado, here's Isaiah Sharkey with Pop My Toes.
You treat me like a sock in a vacant lot. You just walk all over me. I think it's kinda pretty when you get so sedated. You walk all over me. But I would be a fool if I didn't choose to cast that nature be. That you is over now, and you're in control, and you're the only one that can pop my toes. And I say, oh, can you pop these toes out? Make me lose control. Will you pop my toes out? Baby, let me lose, girl. I get kinda tickle, 'cause you like the big pickle. I never brought you home no sour deal. You treat me like a nickel when I was down. You better count your cheddar, baby, one more time. I would be a fool if I didn't choose to test that nature beat. Your tattoo is on my nose, and you're in control, and you're the only one that can buy me something. I said, oh, will you pop these toes and make me lose control? Will you pop these toes and maybe you make me lose control? You're looking at me, baby. You make me sick. Oh, you messed around and get into it, baby. You get down to the knees, baby. Ah, baby, walking. Ain't nobody thinking about it. We just say it's all about the Sunday, baby.
Yeah. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, And honestly, she roll with the winner, winner. Roll with the winner. Yeah, roll with it. I be surrounded by ones that make me better. I got all the groupies, but I gotta put the bread first. Keep my circle small, I trust everyone I be around. But everybody know that it be lit whenever we around. Party in the club with the ice on. Turning out to my song, even when the lights on. If you are fake, use a snake like a python. Get from up around me, cause I was taught the right from wrong. Hi, hello, you should be my glow. Look at how I glow. Look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold. And honestly, should roll with the winner. I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold. And honestly, roll with the winner. I roll with the winner. You wish you was me, but you ain't used to me. I put in that work, but working ain't your thing. No, we can relate. I got money on my plate. You got time on your plate. I don't got time, get out my face. I'm always chasing the bank. Chasing the bank, yeah. You better stay on your face. Don't get a case, yeah. They don't want beef with a legend. I get the steak, yeah. I can party, but it won't take me on my space, yeah. Hi, hello, you should be my glow. Look at how I glow. Look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold. And honestly, should roll with the winner. I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold. And honestly, should roll with the winner. I roll with the winner. I roll with it. Lag out.
You're listening to the Scarlet Hawk Broadcasting Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. You're here with Justin Adams, Bill Donnan, and Mr. Ryan Fahey, Ryan Fahey.
What up? Oh, the Ryan Fahey. Now we're talking.
That's what I'm talking about. But we're here.